Hello and welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside Richard Mulrooney. And Coach, great to catch up with you. First time we've been able to talk since the end of last season, and another outstanding season. You've got a good run here of 3 years, unprecedented. It's never happened at the university. You had the back-to-back NCAAs. Now you had a regular season championship. You got to host the conference tournament. I know that was pretty fun for you.
It was. Like I said, you look back at it, memories that are great. The two NCAAs, and obviously didn't get this win this year, and fair enough. I think our non-conference wasn't good enough for our win and loss, and then we sort of caught fire about 6 games into the season, which that's the start of the conference, hence the reason why we were able to finish first in the regular season, got to host for the first time, or at least in my coaching history, and while we fell short, there was 4 or 5 teams at the top of the conference that I think we all beat each other. Like I said, we beat Charlotte, FAU beat Charlotte, it just went around and around, and with FIU, we played them last game of the year, obviously clinched the conference tournament at their place, the number 1 seed, in a tough game. There's never an easy game, and then obviously we turn around and play them in the first game in the conference tournament. And credit to them. They were able to come out and get the result against us. We were disappointed, but it doesn't take away from the fact that we were able to finish first in a tough conference and continue to build this momentum towards getting higher and higher each and every year.
It's got to be interesting, and I'll let you speak on it when you talk to fans or supporters, prospective student athletes, anyone wanting to get involved, or just around the country with your peers, their perception now of Memphis soccer, because now you've put together a good little 3-year run here. Yeah,
for sure. Like I said, with the transfer portal, with true freshmen, with whatever it is, it used to be maybe you'd send an email out, you just wouldn't hear back, or it'd be like a quick no thank you, and now you're getting emails and phone calls and people that are handlers trying to reach out and say, hey, we'd like to place your kid here, not only because of the soccer, the academics is good, and as well as the culture that we built here. So while I'd never use the word easier, it's become a little bit more efficient and fluid for us to be able to find recruits, but at the end of the day, it still has its challenges, but I think we've done a good job, and credit to Tony and Kevin for getting out on the road and setting these up for us to knock down and hopefully bring in players that want to be here first off, and second, that are good people.
How big has it been so you get the 2 NCAAs in the championship, and now we all know about the stadium project, so there's a lot of momentum going on, not just with men's soccer, women's soccer, track and field will benefit from that facility as well.
Exciting. Like I said, we've had enough to win here. We've proven that. We have a field, we've got a locker room, the basics, but it is nice to be able to, I wouldn't say reward our student athletes, but give them a comfortable place that they can now have a meal, for a pregame meal instead of going to, we love Garibaldi's, they're great, it's a props to them, but at the same time, be able to maybe have that delivered and having it in our locker room now instead of going over there, coming back, little things like that again, don't make or break us, but having a lounge area that we can now have team meetings in, that instead of having to, man, I wonder if football's using theirs, or is the Hall of Fame available? We can now, I think that's ours 24/7 now. We can go in and have that, a video room, and obviously very appreciative of them fundraising for this, and it's exciting to get in there, and it's just the next step in the process of getting these programs, and I speak for the women too, to the next level, and this nothing but helps that.
Just to cap off, final thing on last season, how special was it to, and I've seen the video, it's out there on social media, to have the rings presented to the team?
It was fun. It was fun. Like I said, it was cool to see, again, going back to the girls, that they got theirs at the basketball game. I thought that was a nice touch. Ours weren't ready at that time. Ours came a little bit later than that. And then to surprise the guys with the rings, as we started bringing them out at practice, you could see guys starting to look over and smile and laugh. I was like, focus, guys, focus, But at the end of it, for them to open them up at the same time, like I said, that wasn't given to them. They earned that, and it's something that they'll remember forever. And while it's a material good having a ring like that, you can never take away what we did, and I'm hoping to build upon that. But it was nice. I appreciate the school supporting us on that, and we're hoping to add more to it. It's against, again, tough competition in our seasons and schedule, but well-deserved, and it's something that we'll remember for the rest of our lives.
All right, it's going to be a big turnover this year. I think 13 newcomers in the spring. You got some more coming for the fall, but really a revamped roster this year. How did spring go for you?
It went well. It served its purpose. As I always look at it is, bring guys in. Can we get the chemistry going? Can we get the culture going? Can we make sure that the guys that we brought in are the right fits, that they accept Memphis for the city that it is, the university that we are, the style that we play, the locker room that we have? And you don't always hit on all those, and I think we hit on a lot of them this spring, and then that carries on to the field of how quickly can we gel? If I bring in a right back, can he have chemistry with a right winger? If I bring in a center back, can he get along with his other center backs? And the fact of chemistry, communication. If I bring in a goal scorer, Can he score goals? Can we feed him the ball and get him enough, or is his movement not right? The spring is a special time, and while we talk about always wanting to have a spring game schedule as well, like the fall, it's special, but this is a development time that we like to utilize a lot. We do evals for every game. We have the players do that, and we basically tell them where they stand after each and every game, and at the end of the year have our individual meetings to go through that. It was a plus for us this spring. Did we win all of our games? No, we didn't. We want to win, but at the same time, that's not the full focus. It's more or less bringing somebody in, getting good evaluation, understanding what we have to offer, vice versa, and at the end of the spring, telling them where they stand, going from there. But it was a successful spring, and it goes quick, funny enough.
And I would assume here as we wrap it up, one of the biggest things as far as culture and chemistry with this type of a spring season with 13 newcomers, it's not often where the newcomers maybe outnumber the veterans, or at least it's 50-50. So blending that in, it creates a lot of competition. But, naturally, if you're a veteran, you're going to say, hey, that's my spot, just to see how that works together.
Yeah, it is. You're right. The newcomers outnumber the guys returning. So anytime I'd ask a question to my experienced guys, I'd see 4 or 5 hands raised up. That was about it of what I had left. That was no problem. And I think with 13 coming in, there's a comfort factor, too, of, well, he's new. He came from a college. He's a player that graduated early. There's a comfort of, well, I'm not in by myself, whereas sometimes you go into a team of 20-plus guys that are returners. That's intimidating. So every year is different. This spring, I think we did a good job of getting the guys comfortable, meeting with the coaches, and at the end of the day, too, I'll give some guys some props. The social work that we do out in the community. We still have the Clean Up Tennessee next week. Went out to a bunch of softball games, baseball games. That's how the guys get to know each other as well. And it's a good group that just got stronger from this spring, and I'm proud of them.
All right, Coach, it's always great to catch up with you on the spring update. We're looking forward to the fall.
Thank you, Jeff.
That is Richard Mulrooney. I'm Jeff Brightwell with a Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.